Well, it's the next day here. It's Sunday morning. Coming there this morning, I guy coated these top panels. I just knocked down in a few places some of the drips and dirt. But I come in here and I guy coated this so I can start blocking it. Fixing to go grab some more sandpaper because I don't have anything fine. When you block something like this and you're going to spray a color on top of it, you don't want to go back and use like an 80 or 120 grit. You want to go to maybe a 320 or a 400, depending on what kind of material you're spraying. Base clear, you definitely want to use something fine, maybe a 4-600. A urethane, 220, 320, 400-ish will usually get the job done. So I'm going to work on this today. I got to go out, like I said, and get some more sandpaper. But the rain's back. It is cooler today. It's quite a bit cooler. I'd probably say 50-ish. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to block this today. Back here in the back. I'm going to come back in here with a Scotch-Brite pad and I'm going to scuff all this back down. No reason to block the floorboards. We just want to rough the primer back up so we can spray our paint on top of it. Same with the roof. Just going to come in here with Scotch-Brite. I'm going to scuff this all around here. As you notice, I didn't untape the windshield. I've done that for a reason. Didn't untape it on both sides for a reason. And I got to come in here under the hood and I've got to scuff this. Still not decided what color I'm spraying this stuff. I have a couple of gallons of matte black. And that's the safe choice here. I also have about 4 gallons of the candy green that I painted my 71 Torino with. To do that, I would have to base it in another color because a candy's transparent. And while we could spray it over this gray, but if we break through, you can see through it. I do have some of the base I use on the green car that's under the candy green, which is a super light yellow. I may come in here and spray this. Alternately, we could spray another coat of gray primer. We could clear it. I've also got a gallon of super bright yellow. Not decided what I'm doing. Been kind of playing this by ear. Normally I would just do this in black, all this on the inside and under the hood. It's a good safe bet. It's easy to touch up. And that's probably more than likely what I'll do, where I may do some mixing of the colors. Just let me know below what you think. Like I said, on the outside, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm kind of digging the primer gray look. I might go in here with a different color gray and just paint the car gray. Just don't know if I want something contrasting or something that kind of complements in here. I could also do the outside and the matte black. Maybe do some kind of graphics or something. Let me know what y'all would like to see down there. But I guess I need to run to the parts store and grab some sandpaper. So let's get on that. I'll be back in a few. I got me a little bucket of water here. I cut down a little Durablock, a piece of 320 grit wet and dry paper, and a little towel here. And what we're going to do, we're going to come in here. We're guide coated this. what we're going to do, we're going to take sandpaper. We're going to work this down. Obviously, put the sandpaper on there. But just kind of letting y'all know. And basically what you're going to do, you're just going to keep doing that till you little black dots where you guide coated this. You can use just a black spray paint, just dust it. But what you do, you'll come in here and you'll keep blocking this until these spots right here, like this, you know, these are bad spots. You'll see this if you're putting a shiny paint on something. So you want to go in here, you want to block this stuff out. Make sure it's flat and you don't have no defects. And around these edges like this, you can use your finger on a piece of sandpaper. Obviously, you don't want to dig down deep. But basically, you're just going to do it like that. I prefer to do this stuff outside. But, you know, we're in the garage still, so that's why I got a little bucket right here and a towel and an old t-shirt to dry stuff up. And I'm just going to work at it till I get all these spots worked down. There's plenty of material on here to block this out. Then I'll wipe it down, and then we'll be back and I'll show you the finished result. Alright, I went ahead and I just done half this panel. If you're worried about it being super straight, you would obviously use a larger block. I always work in a crisscross pattern. Usually works pretty well for me. But I went in here and I done this, and as you can see, I sanded through to the filler in a couple places, and there's some places like this over here on the side that aren't so savory. But we do have a rubber that goes in here that has a wide pinch weld. It will cover most of this right here up. I still got to do a little more sanding here. But this is why you guide coat it. See, you get some pinholes. Not really pinholes, but little defects. Whether it's in your filler or in your primer. You just go in here and you just keep working this stuff till you're happy with it. Going for a show car finish or something shiny, this stuff's got to go with a matte. It's not so important, but I'm going to work it a little more because I do want this stuff to be nice. I'm going to work on it a little more, and anywhere I sand through, I'm not going to let water sit on this. I'm going to go ahead and dry it off. And I'll come back in here with some of that Transtar primer, and I'll touch this stuff up. Or maybe, you know, if these places are small enough, I might come in here and lay some of that in thicker. Then come back and block it again. Ultimately, once again, just like working with filler, we're going to take off most of the primer. We're using it just to help with some of the small defects. So, I'm going to get back busy. And I'm going to finish doing this side. I'm probably around the back. Maybe the other side before I come back. I know it's kind of boring stuff. Nobody wants to watch somebody sand for 3 or 4 hours. So I'm going to get back to this. And I'll be back and I'll show y'all what I find when I get done. Alright, and I'm back. I've spent about, I don't know, probably about an hour and a half blocking this out. It looks pretty good. As you can see, we sanded through in a few places. Even to the filler. I went ahead and just kept blocking until I was happy with it. Make sure you dry your filler off pretty quickly, because like I said before, it does absorb moisture. So I went in here and I blocked all this stuff out until I was happy with it. Once this dries out, I'm going to let it dry out about an hour or so before I start spraying more primer on this filler that's exposed. But I'm going to come here with that Transtar primer, and anywhere it's raw or there's bare metal, I'm going to come in here and hit it again. And I'll guide coat those areas again. and I'll block it some more, just until I'm happy with it. Like I said before, it don't have to be perfect if you're not building a show car. This is pretty good. This is normal stuff. You will get some raw spots and stuff. It's showing you where the bad spots are. So now's the time to go in here and fix this stuff, especially if you're painting this slick. Like something super shiny, you want all the bad spots gone. So, like I said before, I'm probably painting this a satin or a matte. Some of this stuff won't matter. But as you can see, we only have some very small places. And some of these you can't even feel. What we don't have is any ripples or not flat areas. I do have a couple little pinholes, and I may go in here and address them. But I'm going to let this dry. I'll wipe it down with a little reducer, and I'll come back and spot hit those with the TranStar primer. I'll be back in a few. Alright, and I've come in here with my red Scotch-Brite and scuffed the floors down, the firewall, the bottom of the roof. Up under there, I scuffed it around the edges, and like I said, I'm not going to sand this with sandpaper. Just going to scuff it up good. Did under the hood here. Scuffed it up real good. Just enough to knock some of the roughness off. And hopefully the weather will be pretty decent tomorrow, and I can get this back out here and get this all cleaned back up. I'm going to come in here and we'll spray some kind of color in here. We'll see, it be a surprise, I guess. Because I really don't know what I'm doing yet. So, just playing it by ear. I went in here and I've touched up some of the places with some of the TranStar primer. And I've come in here and blocked some more. And guide coated some more. And what the guide coat you're seeing is kind of overspray. Where I went in here and hit some of these places that were in this area. So, basically, it's good enough at this point. I'm happy with it. Went here, scuffed off all my bars. I did go back in here and hit some seam sealer in some places that I wasn't quite happy with. That I couldn't see before, that I could see after it was primered. So, what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to end this video right here. Hopefully the weather will be dry again tomorrow like it's supposed to be. We'll come back in here. We'll make sure all our tape's still well adhered. If not, we'll replace it. We'll go in here and we'll spray some color in here. Now, I'm not going to tape off the outside of the car, because it's also going to have to be blocked. It'll have to be guide coated. And it really won't matter. Because from this point, once the inside's painted under the hood, we can tape this stuff off. And when we do the body work on the outside of the car, any overspray that may be on the outside will get blocked off of the primer. So, made some pretty good progress today. A lot of not fun stuff again. Nobody likes to watch anybody sand, and nobody likes to do a bunch of sanding. But this is why body work's so high to pay somebody else to do it. It takes a lot of time. It's a lot of labor. Cheap work ain't good, and good work ain't cheap. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to scuff some more just randomly. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. You like this kind of stuff, hit that like button down there. Hit that subscribe button and share this with your friends. You know, I'd really appreciate it. See you tomorrow.